Because data corruption is a common occurrence on the internet, UDP has a primitive form of error detection. Its packets carry a 16-bit checksum, but it is not that reliable. When UDP does detect corruption, it will not try to recover from it. In most cases, the corrupted segment will just be discarded. UDP does not attempt to compensate for lost packets. Every packet gets sent out once. If it gets dropped on its way to the receiver, tough luck, it's gone. UDP does not guarantee in-order packet delivery. Packets won't necessarily arrive in the application in the order that they were sent. There's no congestion control in UDP. Even if your network's really busy, UDP will just try to cram those packets in there. In conclusion, UDP may be lightweight, but it's not that reliable. This is where TCP comes in. Since TCP is connection-based, we have to negotiate a connection first before we can do anything. This procedure is known as a three-way handshake. First, the initiator will ask the acceptor if it wants to set up a connection. The acceptor will reply to this request, and when the initiator receives this reply, it will send a packet to the acceptor that acknowledges that the connection has now been established. Now that we have this connection, we can implement all kinds of nice features like delivery acknowledgements. When data gets sent from one host to another, the receiver will acknowledge that it got that data. This is one of the reasons why TCP segments carry a number. Another feature that TCP offers is retransmission. When a sender doesn't get a delivery acknowledgement within a certain amount of time, it will assume that the packet got lost on its way, so it will send it again. Because segments are numbered in TCP, it can also implement in-order delivery. Although packets may still arrive out of order, TCP will rearrange them before sending them to the application. The Transmission Control Protocol has certain features that make it more reliable than UDP. However, it also has a bigger communication overhead than UDP.